Hello, and welcome back to the Silver 5150 channel. I am Silver 5150 because I am crazy about silver, and today I'm bringing to you a small hodgepodge of this odds and ends. These are all, of course, silver in kind of different pieces. This one here is an old 1886 Morgan, okay? And if you look across the face of the Morgan, you can see that it has a scar across the coin, so who knows what the story of that Morgan is. Probably got in a knife fight at some point, and who knows? I like to think it's some high adventure. And then here we have one of the old Mexican Onzas, which I think are the silver coin of choice they used back before the Libertads came along. This is 1980, so that would stand to reason. I think 82 is the first year for the Libertad. I could be wrong. But you can correct me in the comments if you like. Here is a Geiger Metal bar, which is 50 grams, not 1 ounce, which would be 31 grams. But it's 50 grams, and it's such a nice bar, and it's in this vacuum sealed plastic laminate, and that's very cool. And so I guess the theme I'm going to use today, because these are so random, is the idea of the long shot. I consider myself a long shot because there are many things that happened in my childhood that should have kept me from really getting very far at all. And I'm not saying I've gotten that far in my life, but the thing is, when you take the circumstances from early on and you parse them with success I may have had today, it it makes things seem like a long shot. Well, I've always had a healthy fear of bad living, and even though I've done some of it, I've always snapped back to reality and tried to always move onward and upward, with things. Try to make progress, try to see if I can break barriers, tear down walls, this sort of thing. Not trying to sound like a progressive SWJ or anything, but just, real, progress. In any case, I want to make the point that you should always set impossible goals for yourself. I'm sure you've heard that in a seminar somewhere. I'm sure you've heard that, probably, in some video somewhere, self-help, whatever. But I was doing it long before people were talking about it. I didn't realize what I was doing. And I was setting impossible goals for myself. When I was a child, I was like, hey, start a space program. Thinking like it'd be an easy thing to do. I think the show on TV at that time was Savage One with Andy Griffith. I'm dating myself when I say that. But regardless of that, the fact that it's this stage in my life that I could have, pieces like this in my stack, just shows, what a long shot it's been for me, departing from the cash paradigm. I mean, I still appreciate cash for what it can do, but I know it's not money. And that's the thing. So, keeping it short and sweet, always set impossible goals for yourself, but at the same time, look back and see what goals that seem impossible earlier on in your life have actually come to fruition, have actually been achieved. And you'll be surprised what all you've done. A lot of times people, kind of mope around, well, I haven't done nothing. And actually, you take a look, man, you've done quite a bit. These pieces are going to, keep coming up like this, but they're going to go along with the subject matter and stuff. And the way, I have it set up with my plans for the future is I have probably 5 layers of impossibility attached to, future endeavors and stuff, I won't go into the details of that. You guys know I'm a space nut, so space is definitely going to be part of it. But, who knows? 15 years from now, 10, 15 years from now, assuming that there is unlimited funding for a lot of that stuff from a lot of silver or metals, then, you can do pretty much whatever your imagination has in mind for you. So, okay. And we're going to go ahead and sign out with that. But remember, set the impossible goals. Be the long shot. People always seem impressed with my life story. I always think it's kind of normal, but I guess they don't think it's kind of normal. I should probably get some easy clean and clean that. Nah, it's way too cool the way it is. You're going to leave that Morgan just like that. All right, guys. We'll catch you next time.